Hmm. Alrighty. Need to deal with the Kupo today. I did World of Darkness and all that, right? Yeah. Oh, wait. Don't. Oh, someone's actually back here. That's rare. I guess there is the achievements guy back here. Considering I'm through Castrum and Prey, do I have enough to get one of the mounts yet? Yes. Considering you're the Pictomancer... Oh, did they sort it properly? Don't... That goes there. Okay, that works. Mount guide. There we go. Gotta keep a close eye when you're working on art. Here. Alright, that'll lead you to your doom. Oh, I don't think I've done Thorn March on hard yet, or on Black Mage in a while. Certainly haven't done it since the update. Come on, buddy boy. You've got to get assaulted. There we go. That'll do it. And then just get that out of the way. Next. Sorry, Kuplo Cop, you're gonna have to eat that. Come here, my little Kupo companion. We're almost there. Just gotta get through the Malboro and its children. Sorry, bitch buddy. That's a negative for you. Alright, now how bad is the queue for Thorn March going to be? You're in the cutscene for this, but you should be queuing for it shortly. Come on, little buddy. And then there. And then we're aware. Oh wait, no, you're a trial. There we go. Let's see here. 5 minutes for a hard mode. Could probably see if we can get gold saucer stuff done. It's a shame you don't get tickets to warp there. It would make life a hell of a lot easier. Alright. Hello, mini cactopod. I'm here to get my pittance today. Hmm. 1721. Yeah. Don't. Let's see. That can't be 21. That could potentially be in the 20s. There we go. Damn. I guess we'll just gamba on that. I mean, I'm fine with just getting 21 3 times in a row. It's not a ton of money, but it's better than nothing on mini-cact. And while we're here... Hello, Rosenthal. Can I judge? Yeah, don't worry, Rose. We've got you. We're just here for the free portion of the money. I don't really feel like checking the fashion report right now. Although we could. What do you got, buddy? I'm assuming 70? 68. Absolutely nothing. Oh well, it's money. Can't fault that. Need to make up for the bunny ears that we had to buy the last time we tried that. And is there any gear that I would want for artist while we're actually here? Guess there is the modern aesthetic saleswoman. Although both of those hairstyles I don't think matter in the grand scheme of things. What does Rainmaker actually look like? Yeah, that's what I'm using on the Samurai already. Let's see. Don't believe any weapons will matter. I would just need stuff that fits on artist. Which I don't think is this menu, at least. Oh. Alrighty, Thorn March hard. Good King Moogle good King Moogle. Just gotta stay out of everything. Fuck it. Oh. There. Thankfully that's not in my way. Oh. And bop. I believe that's all of them. Hello, good King Moogle. Now I just got to dodge all the AoEs. And probably not be by the tank. Oh. Oh. Stack. There. There. Oh. There's the fuck up of the chain. We can fix it. There we go. We did nothing. Alright. Guess you're getting it. The samurai one and the box. Don't believe they've added Moggle Mog weapons for every class, but I guess it's not inherently the worst thing to have. Did I actually... Alright. Don't worry about any side comments. I'm just doing some horse racing in the background. Let's see. Tranquil? Don't believe there are any dungeons coming up, so... May as well get these out of the way. Let's see, Tranquil. And who wants to chat? Oh, right, the little white mage guys are down here. Hello, I have defeated good King Mooglmog. You can come out of hiding now. There we go. Let's see, go to Lotus Stand. I can just go there from here. Unfortunately, my carpal tunnel is acting up a little bit anyways, so may as well take the route least traveled so I can rest my hands. Where are you? Hi. That's a bit better. Oh. Now, there's not too much really going on in the grand scheme of things. I do believe there has been some updates for 14 over the past little bit, but they don't really affect a Lalafell player like me, so it's not really a huge concern. But the VR can now wear hats, or at least some hats, with the ability to have their ears on or crushed and or chopped off, depending on how you view the fact they can just remove their ears as well. Was the simplest answer, but I guess they just didn't have a way of doing it immediately. But for a little potato player like us, we don't have to worry that much. And hello, Pronterp Church. There we go. Okay. That's good. I didn't get cocked in that race. Okay. Oh. Sorry, buddy. Can't help much with a scorpion. There we go. Alright, Lotus Stand. Lotus Stand is just where Kana lives, so... not too shabby. I'm coming, Kanai. Trust me when I say I'm coming with malicious intent. Because if work teaches me anything, it's that you don't necessarily give a fuck about your management if they keep making stupid decisions all the time. Let's see. Hey there, Connie. And good old Pappy. We'll still see Pappy for a good bit, because he doesn't get off-screen for a while now. Oh, Prey would turn to Waking Sands. Yeah, we'll take that. Not sure why she's at the Waking Sands right now, but sure. Oh, Menfia, where are you? Why are you here instead of the other place? Good. Then here. There. Probably worth checking, actually, but where am I in the dungeon queue? Potato. Let's see. The Gifted. Still about 70 quests to go. Okie doke. Oh, we actually got Prey. Honestly feels like a rarity to get Prey. Oh, and I'm not the only potato this time. Although they've got really big fucking ears, holy shit. I usually don't max out the ear length, but there are some folks who do, and that's kind of just what happens. Let's see. Where are you carrying them? Oh, I could have flared there. Whoops. Oh, they're running. Okie doke. You do you. You don't have to keep putting them on me. You know what? I'll just take one. Perfect. And the other Lala is the tank. Okay. Kit Kat is a decently common name, but not perfect. Oh, they even got a hyphen in there. I guess they are going after brand deal then. Let's see here. Guess we just gotta wait on these two to have their little discussion. It's not quite the fuck fest, but wouldn't put it past people if they think it was. Unfortunately, Nero is Sid's bed buddy, not Gaius. There we go. That's what it's talking about. Okay. Here. Oh, yeah, right, this part isn't voiced yet. We have to get into the elevator before we actually get a voice. Sorry, Gaius. You only get to speak a little bit during this portion. And here comes the big boy. Hello. Womp. Let's just reposition to here. Hey there, Chow. Welcome in. Yep, MSQ Roulette decided to put us in prey this time. But how are things going on your side? Is Friday at least treating you alright? Don't. And then you. I've discovered that I don't have to go outside today. I mean, that is pretty nice when you don't have to worry about that. No obligations to worry about then. You can actually just chill with any respectable animal and just get to enjoy yourself. But also not leaving the house isn't really the best for you. Oh, hold up. There we go. But also not leaving the house isn't the best for you. So that means you should leave your house then? Up. Admittedly, COVID ended up turning my brain into hermit mode, so going outside my house now is just kind of a necessity over than a want. There we go. Like, mentally staying at home all the time just rots you a little. Oh yeah, cabin fever. Don't worry, I fully understand that. Yeah, it's not the healthiest to stay at home all the time. But unfortunately speaking... Whoops. Fortunately speaking, sometimes that's not really an option, aka the heat waves with older folk who need to stay in a regulated environment or else their lungs explode. Or asthmatics staying away when the pollen gets too high, just because of the fact that breathing becomes difficult. There we go. Or the smog warnings. Those are also a bit of a problem. There we go. Yeah, at least when it comes to progress-wise on this one, we do actually have them in post-ARR now, and we did just finish Thornmarch. So we've still got a healthy bit to click through, but at the very least, they're past ARR standards. That's nice. I'm just trying to see if I can get them to 80 before we get too far into Stormblood, just so that way I can get to Pictomancer. But that will be a hope if we can get to 80 before Pictomancer. I'm not 100% certain if that's viable. without just purchasing like level 70 gear when we get closer to that. No. But it's Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is only hard once you start going to the super hard content. Doing stuff like ARR isn't really hard, it's just time consuming and mentally draining. Here we go. And now we get to Nero. Hello, Nero. You can talk to your boyfriend for like 5 minutes. While everyone in the player base decides to go and make a sandwich around now. Ow. Oh, don't mind if I'm getting up a little more occasionally than usual. Ooh. The hopping weather really does not like the joints, and oil can only do so much. Mm. Still feels like more of Prey should have been voiced. Feels very empty without it. Because all I've done is turn down the background music for this so we can listen to Ragnarok Online instead. But, like, Nero's speech should have been voiced. They would have had fun voicing this speech. I'm sure many people have done the fan dub of it already, but... Oh. There we go. And I think we should be close, so I guess I should pay more attention to this. Come on, Nero, call down your hammer. I believe in you, buddy. Right, first EMP. EMP, then hammer. As you should be doing, clearly. There it is. Good job, Nero. Alright, let's get ready for Black Mage. Oh, I can show you the power, Nero. Don't worry about that. If you can take it is a completely separate question. And, of course, the healer is the one who AFK'd too long. Come on, buddy. Wait, do you multi-class on your main? Technically speaking, the main potato does have more than one job unlocked, yeah. And at least on my, like, original character, yeah, she was omni-leveled to level 80 before all the other content came out. So there are some of the taters that have more than just their initial job. Oh, damn. Fish gods. Seribot has been banning some people lately that have, honestly, really tame names, which feels weird. Don't run towards it. There we go. Up. Oh, right, I don't have... Oh. Oh, that is a null knockback thing. Okay. I'll take that, thank you. Honestly forgot that was a null knockback. I thought that was just surecast. Oh, right, I don't have any mana. Duh. Silly me. Ooh. Alright, Carpal Tunnel, I get that you don't like me today, but Jesus Christ, calm down. There. Nero gets his escape speech, and I'm not really going to stop him too much. Then we just got to get to the elevator. I feel like most of the music we'll listen to isn't really going to match what we're playing today, but that's fine. Chamber which houses the target appears to be saturated with etheric energies. Oh, don't worry, buddy, we're aware. The Aether is strong with Gaius and all of his fancy-ass technology, but we can handle it, don't worry. Oh, wait, this way. There we go. I just wanted to be on here. Dude.
Look for the lips control panel.
Oh yeah, this part is actually voiced.
Take the lid down, and you should find yourself in the chamber of the Ultima weapon.
The danger that is the Ultima weapon. Be cautious, young grasshopper.
Keep your eyes peeled. Gaius could be waiting for you down there. Oh, and don't even think about dying.
I don't remember what dungeons that's tied to. I think pay on.
Worse. I don't think the connection will last much.
Doom, 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 boom, doom, doom, doom.
Tell me, for whom do you fight?
I fight for the EXP.
Do you believe in Eorzea?
I would like to hope that I believe in Eorzea. Yeah, that's kind of what we're fighting towards, at least.
Forged of falsehoods. Its city-states are built on deceit, and its faith is an instrument of deception. It is not but a cobweb of lies. To believe in Eorzea is to believe in nothing.
I don't know, dude.
Eorzea,
There are elf people in Eorzea.
to fight in their stead, though your comrades only rarely respond in kind. Which is strange, is it not? Are the 12 otherwise engaged? It was given to understand they were your protectors. If you truly believe them your guardians, why do you not repeat the trick that served you so well in Cartano and call them down?
Because they are fickle and or partially dead, which is why Heidelin is the only one that is actually active at the moment.
Gorge them on
And even then, just barely.
Your gods are no different from those of the beasts. Icons, every one. Except but this, and you will see how Eorzea's faith is bleeding the land dry.
Sir, you are mining out the planet.
To your masters.
You got nothing on that.
Why do they cling to these false deities? What drives even men of learning, even the great Louis Swan, to grovel at their feet?
They're barely groveling, my guy.
Your masters lack the strength to do otherwise.
Okay, sure.
Of man to mean anything, man must own the world. To this end, he hath fought ever to raise himself through conflict, to grow rich through conquest. And when the dust of battle settles, it is ever the strong who dictate the fate of the weak.
Correct. Yeah, that's how most humanoid. It's how most humanoids actually hold strong.
This, but a single path is open to the impotent ruler, that of false worship, a path which leads to innovation and death. Only a man of power can rightly steer the course of civilization. And in this land of creeping mendacity, that one truth will
Oh,
prove its salvation.
there's a crack I've been waiting on for a bit.
Come, champion of Eorzea, face me. Your defeat shall serve as proof of my readiness to rule. It is only right that I should take your realm, for none among you has the power to stop me.
Oh, ye of little time-looped faith. A lot of people have the power to stop you. Although I'll take the random Egyptian themed music here. It does not fit at all, but it is still funny. Oh. I'm in the pathway. Do. Sorry, tank. Eat that buster, please, and thank you. Oh, fine. Now, I don't believe there's anything specific I can do to really up my DPS, but We're not quite at triple cast just yet.
Come. We shall see you can finish what you have started.
There we go. There we go. And fudge you. And my limit break doesn't help a ton here. There we go. Help out where we can. That works. Oh, we only got him to 50. That's pretty good. Thank you, nerd. Oh, damn, we actually got to 2. That works. Alright, there's MSQ roulette out of the way. Didn't get us a level, but we're certainly close. Let's see. We can do you as well. Qs at least have been pretty decent lately, so I can't really fault the DPS queue for being slow. Hmm. Also a good reminder to any lurkers to hydrate, please and thank you. Would be greatly appreciated. The heat may not be gone for everybody, but time and place, so gotta make sure you're taking care of yourself at least. Anyways, hi Adrianche. Oh, is this where Menfia gets kidnapped? No, but I think we lose the staff here. Yep. So, the white-robed Ashen, where are you? Gonna need you to come out of hiding, please and thank you. You've stolen something quite precious to us. Up. Now we have to fight him up here by Cape Westwind. Oh, right. I gotta do this AoE stuff off you. And pop. I'm coming for you, buddy boy. I'd like my stuff back. Believe we have to fight the big walker demon here. Yeah? Yeah. Hi. Fuck you. You're not that much of a threat. Not in the grand scheme of things, at least. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about turning that into a button. I probably should do that. Next. There's two big walker demons. Hello. Why are you here? Out. And then pop. Alright, now I believe you are camped in the back by all the frogs, right? Just to let us know how greasy of an Ashen you are. Oh, I have to kill these guys for the hunting log anyways. Well, since I'm here. Cool. This one's a little awkward, if only because of the fact that you can't really AoE effectively here. Up. That works, though. And Homeboy still thinks he can run from us, even after we kill 5 of his goons while standing right in front of him. You good there, buddy? No. Alright, now we go back to the Waking Sands. May as well grab the eyeball. I don't see many people using this mount, but figured for Pictomancer, I may as well give them something at least visual related. Which in this case is the big ol' eye. Get in the air, buddy. You're faster when you're in the air. You are a flying creature after all. Oh, Minfia. We found out more about him. He's a jerk. Hmm. There we go. $70 more quests to go for post-ARR. I don't think we'll be able to get through them all today, but maybe in off time if I'm not doing anything else, I might be able to just kind of crush those out. Then maybe we can move on to the Gunbreaker candidate, because I know we can hit 60 before we get too far out of ARR. Let's see. To Reptile? Sure, we can go to Reptile. Hey there, Tataru. Are you trying to find work, Tataru, because you're afraid you're going to get fired from the Waking Sands? Is that what this entire train is all about? Boop. And hello, Prontera Field. Yeah. There we go. There's still stuff in post ARR. We're not quite there yet. Unless you've actively gotten rid of all these and we just move straight into the other expansion, but I severely doubt it. The horizon? Still don't know why she's all the way out there. Oh. Bad timing on the Alliance raid queue. Oh, the DPS are all paying attention. That's good. The healers don't seem to be. There we go. Good old Loda. Okay. No qualms there. And we actually get middle path, too. And someone abandoned because it was Loda. Gotta love it. Come on, randos. I know Loda is annoying to get, but you can last a little bit longer. Oh, I do have Puff of Darkness. Fine. By the way to eat the pressure. I guess I don't... Oh, reasons, right? There. Then do that. Okay, good. I did actually get to my ice. Oh, two of the people actually left. That's what I saw before. Whoops. Healer and a DPS. How dare they? Eh. There. Next. Oh. May as well go for the AoE. Because fuck everybody in a 3-mile radius. Oh. That works. Eh. I can probably just suffer for the 4 hours. It's fine. Up. What do we have planned for Saturday? We usually do Fantasy Life on Saturday, don't we? I guess if I take care of myself, I probably shouldn't have any problems with doing Fantasy Life tomorrow at the very least. But welcome in. Do hope the evening's treating you well, and welcome to the cabin. We're just doing some potato grinding at the moment, but how's the evening treating you? I was gonna say anon follows are on, but not gonna stop you if you say hello right away. This potato is gonna end up being our Pictomancer candidate, just because I'm doing a one character per job kind of situation at the moment. And unfortunately for Final Fantasy, that does mean there are 20 other alts or so that are being worked on. Some are farther than others, but the Pictomancer candidate is the farthest behind because I didn't prep beforehand. I'm doing alright so far. How are you doing? And is Final Fantasy something that you usually play, or just wandering the internet in hopes of thrills and relaxation? Good. Apparently the party this time are questioning the purple juice to know whether or not that would actually be a good thing to drink. People really gotta find something to do during Loda, don't they? Oh. Didn't realize the other black mage was also a Lalafell. Okay. Permission to join B. Now let's see who pulls early. Looks like no one, actually. I think everyone actually got here in time. There we go, doing our requisite job. Oh, I didn't even get Firestarter off. Oh well. Let's see if they drag another one back here or not. No, they're seemingly just fighting it on their own. We really do just have a chance to rest back here. Let's see. I guess I can't quite check the health on theirs. Oh. Barely anyone went to see. Okay, that could be a problem. Yeah, it seems that they got a little bit cucked. Where am I from? I'm in Canada. The Great White currently superheated north. Or at least I try to be. There are people who would question if it'd be better not to leave here or not, but... Ah. It's fine enough. There are things to complain about, but I think nowadays a pretty good reason for there to just complain about anything. Oh, that is pretty far away. Well, welcome into a place that's a little bit more cold most of the time. And at least our spiders aren't big enough to go in the toilet. But yeah. Do you play Final Fantasy at all? Or... Yeah, you're free to ask something. Oh. Nope. Don't need those guys going too hard. Don't need to cast on Thanos yet, because we don't have the buff. There we go. Where are you pulling him? There we go. Come on, we can do it. Oh, Yuriko. You know that people will, like, automatically ban you whenever you try and do that, right? Within someone's active stream is really not the place to ever ask that in the first place, and most people will look for commissions, not wait for someone to ask them for commissions. But yeah, have a good day. Yeah, all good there. Have a good day. Hopefully you can find someone to commission you, and just be aware that asking that tends to get negative results. Well, if you're kidding, you do gotta be careful. There are people who would automatically ban you for that. Honestly, the people that just get asked that on Discord, they immediately block as soon as that phrase comes up. Oh. Yes, I pulled it. Whoops. It's fine. It's not like the party is catastrophically failing because of that. There. Actually, it's a raid. I may as well do that. I don't see many black mages actually using their magic defense debuff on things. Oh. Right, I'm still squishy as fuck. Okay. Oh. Tracking fucked up. There we go. Get that off. Oh, we actually lost the other black mage too. They were just carrying that guy every direction. There we go. Come on, everybody. We're going to beat up the dog. There you go. Much better. Really don't need the meteor back here, but sure. There. Oh. Are they actually going to two-cycle them? I'll take it if they two-cycle them. Ah. They were greedy going for it, but I can't really fault them. There we go. And at least as far as I'm aware, being on B does make being Black Mage a bit easier since you can be incredibly lazy. Oh, I've got the boots already. Okay. Oh. Probably not the best place, but fuck it. We'll take it. Is that gonna hit me? Yep. Oh. Halfway. Oh. Okay. Thought we were gonna fail that. All good. Oh. We are definitely not killing this before second flare. But that was enough to con people into trying. There we go. Now let's see. Will they be cautious this time? Because I don't think we have the damage for it. Looks like they want to go for it. Guess I can't fault you, but... we go. There's enough black magic going on here that debuffing it is at least a good idea. Although the others don't seem to think that as nearly necessary. There. Oh. Good enough. If you're just gonna leave him on there, then of course. If you want a meme on second phase, you can't just carry him in the center. You have to pull him back to pretty much the start of B. There goes Fuzzy. Oh well, you tried. Alright, now we can finish this off. Second phase would be fantastic, but... Now, is there anything that I want? I do admittedly like the Royal Vest, and I do use it on a couple of characters. So I do like running Loda just occasionally with people. But it's definitely not common. I might get it for Jojaguna, just because the Royal Coat does kind of fit his vibe a little bit. But having a dyeable version of that would probably help out in the grand scheme of things. Let's see, Horizon. Pop. Let's see. Oh wait, sorry, Horizon. Whoops. Gotta go this way. What time are we at? 125? Let's see. Hello there, cat. You get a bunch of character development later, but not now. Right now is for the people who are going to die soon. Oot.
Now then.
Don't worry, Thancred, you'll get a family eventually. These are just earrings, those are useless. Accessories, though. Out of curiosity. Nope, okay. Cool, didn't want to have to worry about that in the Discord. Alright, let's see here. Give me the random level 50 stuff to carry the shit out of newbies. There we go. Get rid of you. Ah, right, there's a little bit more burning in the countryside during this. I mean, invalid. Why are they dying instantly? Okay, that's fine. Hi there, Stola. Your disguise worked pretty well. They didn't even notice you. And Thancred. Homeboy doesn't even have his class yet because we're not out of ARR. Let's see. Oh. Whoops. Sorry, keep forgetting these quests are supposed to be here. Hey there, Fufalupa. And again, earrings are useless. And the earlier ones are ugly anyways. So no dice from your camp. Doot. Gotta go talk with the little twink buddy. Don't worry, Alpha Node, we're coming. You can talk about your Grand Braves or whatever the fuck that awful group is called. Then we can beat them down in a submission. Oh. I actually got that off first. Okay. Ooh, sass. Okay. Going back to early kit. With a rogue and a conjurer. Huh. Haven't gotten any dungeons above level 20. Oof. And they're in Ironworks? Yeah, they're in post-ARR as well. Sorry, buddy. I'll just let them do their thing. I'll just go check what the color is. Just to make that a bit quicker. Can't be too far ahead. I guess it depends on how angry the tank is when trying to pull stuff here. Tank's pretty angry. Okay, noted. There we go. Let's try and keep everything balanced. Wow, okay. Kind of failing how to do a dungeon 101, but... fuck it. They're at least paying attention, so... Bop. We'll take that, thank you. And I am actually outpacing the rogue. Oof. Sorry, buddy boy. Oh, I'm outpacing the rogue because the rogue's barely attacking. This is gonna be a long dungeon then. Okay. This is fine. You're just gonna drag all this into the mini? Okay. That's fine. Probably better go on mute. That works. Later, Capitan. So, how far are you willing to pull? I've seen people get pretty ridiculous in the pulls here. You're pulling out of range. Oh boy. I get not getting any dungeons over level 20, my guy, but you still gotta at least try doing them properly. And I believe they didn't actually get the key. Come on, bud. I'm just the black mage. I shouldn't have to lead you guys around properly. Okay, good boy. Need you to actually do your job, tank. Gotta remember this, because lower levels don't get the auto swap until level 3. Should probably just get closer considering the dogs. There we go. Oh, Captain's still actually going. Okay. There he goes. Your sprint's a little late, buddy. Come here. Oh, you're going a little far. There we go. Oof. Okay, I guess I did make the right call. The count was made 4 days ago. If you're an artist that works for VTubers, maybe actually have like a budding career, or at least be on this platform for longer than 5 days. Oh, the healer's not coming? Good. Hmm. Oh well, still there. Mostly. Tank gets that? Ah, there's the good music. Oh, just go back to Ul'dah? Okay. Not putting on the weathered ring. Fuck off. Yeah, send me to Ul'dah. Will make life a bit easier. Now, what's going on in the world? I believe things are partially on fire for metaphysical as well as physical reasons, so probably not the best time to search. Let's see. Might be a good time to actually just get you restarted anyhow. Ow. No, I didn't need to worry about a fate. I don't know if the AoEs can actually hit you while you're on this. I don't think they can. That's fine. There we go. Yeah, I would be notified if anyone actually joined the Discord. I guess while I'm here, I could see about grabbing the other bits of Ironworks armor that I need. Not from you. There's a specific merchant near the Aetherite I believe I need to talk to. Not the Skywatcher. There we go, the Sundry Splendors. I need the Ironwork gear. I don't have the staff yet. It is better than one we've got. Then we've got better necklace. Sure. May as well get the ring of casting. And then that'd be the armband. It is better by a good bit, actually. Not you. I need the armband, thank you. There we go. Alright, Royal Promenade. We have to go there to the traditional way, since we're already kind of near here anyway. Excuse me, where is the Potato Princess? One of her loyal subjects is here. Excuse me, Potato Princess. We're looking to bring in some refugees, please, because the Stormblood area sucks. Ow. Alpha Note Quicksand. Yeah, right, you are just downstairs, aren't you? And you. Alright, Alphino. I talked with the Potato Princess, and she very much does not like other children. Here's the plan. Refugees are fine. Let's get them some work. Then we talk with our dear friend Momiji. Hello. I've dyed my hair since I last talked with you. Okay. Heading off here. Toot. Hello. I come bringing a request form. Also one for you, since you're so good at watching pot. Advertising an RP event on Mateus. I guess Mateus is kind of one of the more outstanding areas nowadays, isn't it? At least on Crystal. I know there's some hiccuping on Balmung being the main area of roleplay, and it's more along the lines of, I think Mateus, but I think there was another one as well. I've already got enough people over on the Crystal server, so that's not really a problem in the grand scheme of things. When we actually get to leveling the ones that are on Crystal, then we'll see more of those advertisements. At least when we're in town. And then, hop. We want to go to here. Thank you. There they are. Hi, I bring refugees. Could you help, please and thanks? We're so short. But at least the Lalafelian Council is here for us. There and here. Hello, sweeping Lalafell faction. Thank you for your services, and hopefully speaking you don't just throw people around willy-nilly in dungeons while you're mentoring. There we go. Now where are we going? Where the heck are you standing, Alphano? Are you in the bar still? I guess so. You're far too young to be in here in the first place, buddy. Now, I don't think I need any of these rings, because I don't think they're going to be better than the Ironworks gear, but... yeah, no, not even close. Let's see, Vesper Bay. Pray return to the Waking Sands. This is why you get extra tickets. Ow. Alright. Hello, Hozan. Is it time for hide and seek? Yeah, the kids are playing hide and seek, even though this is a pretty important diplomatic mission. It's fine. It's not like you guys want to have good relations with ARs, yeah. There's one. Second one's back here. And then the third one is behind the cart. Oh, sorry. The one on there is just actively searching. The third one is up there. I guess the person you're supposed to talk to there is really just supposed to be a hint that if they would be in her line of sight, she would have found them already. I don't think I ever really took it like that, but it'd be worse. Hmm. Okay. Not shrimping too badly. Let's see, it's the 27th. Oh, yeah, Saba's debut is today, isn't it? Or is it tomorrow? Let's see here. Nope, don't need to worry about work windows. Not for the weekend. Hmm. Okay, it's tomorrow. And there's nearly 5,000 people waiting in that room. Damn, you're dedicated to the cause. Oh. This is why you don't text and drive. Alright. Right here. Oh, yeah. There we go. Hmm. Hello there, coachman. I have dealt with your road problems. You are free to travel. Hmm. That's a little less than helpful. Mm, that's weird. There should be an option that lets me actually view who's in chat. Why can't I see that? Oh well. The helpful thing to check occasionally just for lurker's sake, but if it doesn't want to show to me, there's not much I can do. There we go. Quicksand. You really gotta stop hanging out at the bar, Alphano. You should not be developing a drinking problem this early. You haven't even gone to school yet. Oot. There we go. Alright, what else do you need, Alphano? Apparently nothing. Evidence toll it is. Alright. Specifically, right here. Hello. No, hit the right one. At least we're getting to the areas where they've cut down a little bit. Because the sad part is, ARR is still the longest group of quests, and they've still cut out like a third of it, or a quarter of it. Probably don't need to worry about my own head unless someone actually says something. May as well just get Kin on the second screen. It doesn't affect anything on my side. Well, I guess it has been a couple hours, so it probably wouldn't hurt to just take a quick break. Let's just get that out of the way. I can go stand up for a second. Mop. There we go. Alright. I'm just going to take a quick break, just because carpal tunnel is kind of a problem today, and I should probably rest my wrists for a second anyhow. So take care of yourselves, and I'll be back in like 5 minutes or so. There we go. Hello again to everyone lurking. Hopefully speaking, you're taking the time to take care of yourself. Hydration, cooling, heating as applicable. For our southern hemisphere bros who are currently freezing to death at the moment. Because apparently, yes, the weather is a fickle bitch like that. Can only imagine Mother Nature with the extreme fans on the bottom, the tanning bed on top, just trying to get everything done in the meantime. Oh, right, I was gonna just leave Ken there. Don't really need to use OBS for anything else right now. Dark Tide at least does look pretty neat. I didn't really want to pay for it, but if people are getting their money's worth, that is what matters the most. Let's see. I guess next queue, I could look into the hunting log. I kind of thought I had that finished on Sisabru already. But apparently not. Grab our flying eyeball. There we go. There we go. Now where's the patient? Hey, buddy. Gonna need you to get up, please and thank you. Yep. And we gotta get the two dead guys over here. There you go. Sorry, Mr. Ravager, but you are far too weak to exist here. Oot. And are we just headed back to Limsa with these, or where do we actually go? Yep. Okay. Back to Aleport. Really wish flying through here wasn't such a pain on the camera end, but close encounters, gotta deal with it. And I'm definitely not a game design journalist, or just a game designer, so I can't really complain too much. Oh. Whoops, sorry, forgot you were here. Do. Hi, here are the bodies of your men. Do hope they can go to their loving families. There we go. And since this is going towards the crystal, I can kind of just fly over top of everything. Yeah. Thank you very much, Icepad, for making my day a little bit easier. Oh, right. And that. Sorry, buddy. Then here. Do a little bit of that. And then pop a sun in his face. Because sometimes you just gotta do that. Oh, that's awkward. And pop. Later, buddy. Then we just gotta deal with your friends, huh? Oh. You're apparently a rude bitch. Okay. And pop a bitch. I probably... Excuse you. I am not a snack, Mr. Sopris. Or Sopsa. Oh. Oh. There we go. Not a huge fan. Oh. Okay. And then I believe we just gotta go to a specific area for a cutscene fight. Hi, Stola. A glancing blow, please. I know where you're ending up heading. Back to Limsa. Sure, it's only 196, do it. And command is just over here. Hello, random samurai? Damn, that's an edgy-ass looking samurai. I do not know what that gear set is, but okay. There we go. Hello, Commander Mom.
There used to be a...
Thank you for fulfilling our needs, Commander Mom. We will move on to the next town now, looking for charity. Now, where am I going? Speak with the Storm Private at the Grey Fleet. Oh, this is for Leviathan. Okay. That's just lower. I figured we'd had some time in between Thorn March and the next thing. Well, I guess we'll be getting to the hunting log sooner rather than later. Lower, please. Now, what exactly do you plan on doing to me, game? Are you going to be nice with DPSQ, or are you going to be a bit rude since it's Leviathan and people don't actively run that? Eh. Oh, we already know of this guy. He's a cheap-ass bitch who was trying to impersonate people just because he was a Rogadin. He's got nothing to say here. No. There we go. Christmas in June is surreal. It is, but if I'm gonna listen to the Ragnarok Online soundtrack, I'm not just gonna remove all of the Looty and Looty Dungeon music. We actually had a chance to actually stream Ragnarok Online on Wednesday. It actually functioned, which was surprising. There we go. Although the job change is going to take me a hot minute. And I don't think I have the playlist on random today, which is why we're hearing all of the Christmas music in one grouping. Because all of the Looty music is just together. Clear. Alright, the horror leader. 5 minutes. Okay. Oh, damn, I'm only on 3rd tier of this? Southern Than, South Shroud. The Corpse Brigade Knuckle Dancer. That would be Little El Amigo, if I recall correctly. Up. I guess the real fucker is if I actually had a reason to grind in Ludi for the Taekwon kit at all. I'm not sure if I really do, because there's not really headgear there that I'd want. I'm not sure if there's really any cards to hunt for. It's a decent place to get Zenny, just because pearls drop from Mistolins, but I don't think I can kill them yet. Oh. Why did my visual thing broke? Bop. Ah, right, this thing isn't solid. Alright, now I haven't done Horror Leader in a while. Which one do I need to fight? This one. Oh. Not that one? Alright, I'm a little confused. It has been a while since Horror Leader, but if the reflecting damage from magic and reflecting damage from range... The fuck? It just adds tentacles Leviathan, I think. That's what it seems like, yeah. I was confused because I was getting reflected off magic damage, and it's just like, what am I supposed to do? I can't attack the tail, I can't attack the head. Oh, can they get it? Just in time. Alright, now can I attack him? Built by range. There. That's a little better. I'm doing horrible in queue order, but I don't care. There we go. Yay. Apparently I need to fix my adventurer card. Not sure why it's not actually showing anything, but... Portrait. I'm not sure why the thing didn't pop up for me to fix that. Alright, so back to Limsa. Can I go to here from Limsa? Or can I go to Limsa from here? I don't think so. We're just gonna go that way. Hello, Captain Mom. We come bearing good news. The fish is dead. We have dinner for tonight. There we go. Let's see. Advertisements in limbs are a little late today, but I guess that's not a bad thing. Looks like there is someone offering free art, though. I'm sure that helps you get viewers. Oh, right. Let's see. Deliver the letter of intro to the inconspicuous man. Okay. Don't get me too excited now. Bop. Hello, Mr. Inconspicuous. I have a letter for you. Please bring the pirates around. We've got stuff to kill. Including one bold-faced Lalafell trying to cheat the entire friggin' army. High level 90, huh? That might actually be better than what I'm using. Hey, it's a fun one. Okay. Oh, Menfia. I killed a fish. Would you like to maybe have a barbecue? I'm sure Leviathan fries up real nice.
I have been reflecting.
Then we don't care about earrings because most earrings are useless aside from the ones you get just from buying further expansions. Now, where's it want me to go? Speak with refugees in the seventh heaven? Oh, yeah, they're literally right here. Hello. Let's see. Oh, right, the Great Divide. Getting ever so closer to the Crystal Braves. It'll be a hot minute until we can actually spit in their face, though. Doot. And to all the lurkers out there, make sure to stand up and stretch, because it's been an hour and a half, 2 hours and a half. Maybe grab some water while you're at it. It's getting late enough in the day that people kind of forget they need some hydration. Also, hi, Komodo.
Come, you must have gathered by now that Tataru is given to exaggerate.
Come on, Alpha. Let's see. Speak with the Rubin Hall Flames. That's simple. I just gotta run my little leggies off. Desperate times call for desperate measures. We are not quite in desperate times yet, Raban. You haven't lost your arm yet. You've got significantly tougher times coming up. I think it is still pretty apt that in most of his early appearances during ARR, his default standing sprite is just him with his arms crossed. Ever so subtle hinting that you'll be paying significantly closer attention to him after he loses that arm, and his standing pose no longer applies. There we go. Oy. The Twitch ad manager has been a little bit tricky lately. I'm still not sure if people are getting active ads or not. Doot. Thank you for your patronage. We don't want to bother you too much, but if there's dissents in the camps, we do have to take action. Don't worry, it's normal. And then I believe you're the last step in the chain. Oh, right. I gotta comfort him? God damn it. Come on, hands. Money complete. Alright, now is the confrontation. Let's go deal with those refugees that are refusing to follow Eorzean's simple rules of chill the fuck out. Hello. I hear you're raising dissent in the ranks. We do not appreciate that. Let's see. Can I just stand over here? Come on. Sorry, buddy. The sun is a bit of a bitch. But I'm more of a bitch. Let's see. Apparently 3. Ah, there we go. Swap. And sun. And sun. Get that out of the way. And then a sun for you. And your buddy actually blocked it. Look at you. Let's see. Sorry, buddy. You guys weren't strong enough to stand against the Warrior of Light. You may want to reevaluate your actions. Because I am very much a bloodthirsty potato, and I will kill if prompted. Ah. And here. Hi, I took care of them. You're allowed to leave now, and your head is safe. Here we go. Speak to search stone's throw for the merchant. What do you mean, merchant? It's not here. It's in the camp over there. Okay. That's fine. There. Nope. I want to go to that one. Thank you. Oh, wait. No, it's not Pippin. Don't believe we talk with Pippin until the end of post-ARR, just because he tries to get us out of Ul'dah so we can go to Ishgard and refuge there during our criminal trial. Yep. There. Is your mount named Susabru? No, my main character is named Susabru. Welcome in, Aiden. Hopefully the evening's treating you well. The main character's name is Susabru Sabru. Just because Lalafell naming convention is weird. For the most part, it's 4 sections of a name with 2 for first, 2 for second. I believe males can have 2 consonants in part of their name, whereas all the females are usually 1. Is it named after the car company Subaru? No, not this time. I was just trying to think up random pairs of syllables that would work well together, and sus, unfortunately, works pretty well in the grand scheme of things. So for the painter who has to be a black mage for most of their life before I can get them into their proper job, making them the more sus option. Well, it's a bit sus. Exactly. Look at her. She's just so cute and unassuming. You wouldn't imagine that she would kill you with paint, now would you? But yeah, at least when it comes to the naming schemes, you get a little bit used to it when you just look it up and think about it for a bit. The tiny glasses do suggest evil genius. Exactly. That's what I'm going for. But at least naming-wise, Lalafells are pretty easy. You can do something pretty easy, like, I did actually do something with I on one of the characters. I don't remember the name off the top of my head, though. IDDDI, I think, which was AI for one of the syllables and DE for the other syllable. Dude. Ow. But that's going into Final Fantasy nerd level shit. The general idea will still be to just dress up these characters eventually once they're at end of game. Speaking of the music, did I see you log into RO the other day? You did see me log into RO the other day. I've been checking out the official servers just to see how things still hold up and how the game actively holds up. And a good nostalgia trip isn't necessarily a bad thing. And at least from what I can tell, it holds up still. The player base isn't huge by any grandstand, so if you're gonna play with others, make sure you're playing with others. I fall in that trap every few years. It's honestly not that bad. I've only played it for like 6 hours tops, and I've already got a character in like level 55 range. So rates are at least high, even on official servers, so it's not that bad in the grand scheme of things. Rising Stones, whoops. Yeah, and I'm not doing anything super, like, grind heavy either. They added something by the name of Eden questing, where it's kind of to help new players a little bit. They just give you a certain subset of quests of, like, kill X monsters, and it'll give you a increased amount of EXP after you do it. You can get the basic version, which is just kill 10 of whatever monster, or the more grindy version, which is kill 150 of said monster. And it usually just suggests a monster within your level range that you can probably kill. And since I'm doing a Taekwon at the moment, I just kick things in the face. So not to entice you to try and play it again, but if you ever do feel like it, there are systems in place which make it a little easier. I believe it also has a system that, like, gives you gear as you do the questing. But you just have to make sure you're following the questing that gives you gear, because it doesn't outright tell you about it. It's a little messy. But it's helpful. So if you don't feel like spending just a shit ton of Zenny on stuff, you get mostly comparable gear for your level as you go along and do the quest line. Up. I heard a ping on there. Oh, right. Hey, that's early for you. Hold on. That's real early for you. Okay. Good to know for when the next MMO urge strikes. Yeah, exactly. When that pops up in, like, the end of July or so, when I'd imagine you may have a little more free time. Dude. That, and I do have a slight personal bias with Ragnarok Online, just because of the fact that I always have the soundtrack downloaded to a computer. So, although I don't always go back to play it, I do at least download it every so often just to make sure I update the playlist. Because they do occasionally add in new music, like the Downfall of Morok and the Dimensional Rift that's now open that catches me every fucking time I play. I'm just taking a wild guess. Don't worry, I get it. We're all adults. We're all stupidly fucking busy. Imagine having summer vacation. Couldn't be me. Let's see. You're talking with Kane? Yeah. But at the very least, the MMO itch is always there. That's why I play Final Fantasy so much. Even though, admittedly, it's a little expensive in the grand scheme of things. It is just kind of part of a generation, right? There's a generation of gamers that were stuck on either World of Warcraft, Guild Wars 1, Lineage 2, etc. And we just always want to be within, like, some level of MMO just to keep ourselves entertained. Because modern games are either too quick or too boring without someone else's interaction to actually keep you going with it. But this has a bunch of extra sounds and shit to do. You've gone back to Lineage 2 and it is also not bad? Really? They've kept it running that cleanly? I know Guild Wars 2 is still functioning relatively well. At least from what I've heard. Could be wrong, though. I'm still pissed that I don't remember what my original account for Guild Wars 2 was. Just because they gave you a bonus for being a purchased customer of it after they went free to play with it. I'm pretty sure I still have the disc. I just don't remember, like, what email is tied to it. My hair right? Yeah, okay. Well, hi there, Maxio. Honestly, if I ever do just feel like doing an MMO rotation just for the hell of it to check out what MMOs are still running well, I could add Lineage 2 and Guild Wars 2 to that list since those are still running at least. I play Final Fantasy enough that it should be obvious that I do care for MMOs. And if we're able to visit some of them again, it wouldn't necessarily hurt. The nostalgia rotation? Exactly. I could probably make that work. Thumbnails would get a little tricky, but there are worse options. Oot. Although I can at least say Guild Wars 2 specifically is the one I do not play the short race in, just because I don't necessarily care for the goblin-like creatures that they have there. You had a friend that was really into 14, almost dragged you in. Admittedly, for the people who are into Final Fantasy, 14 was a pretty good answer for playing together with friends but still getting the same vibe. I have stopped trying to invite people to play this, if only because there are enough people now who know of the curse of the first batch of quests that you have to deal with. And every time I have suggested it to, like, the 6 people I have at least attempted to invite to this, I just got shot down immediately, so no point in doing that anymore. Let's see. I believe I've got hunting quests. There we go. I tried, exactly. I tried at least, but not much you can really do when the glaring flaw is still a glaring flaw. The sad fact as well is just the idea that they still trimmed quests from the initial block, and it still feels too long. That is how bad the problem is. Actually, I've got a document open for this. How long is ARR? Let's see, there's 163 quests in the initial section, and then 79 in the section right after. Oh. Right, there we go. What's ARR? ARR is short for A Realm Reborn, which is the first quote-unquote expansion for 14. It's essentially just the base game before you hit any expansions. And it's just the initial plot setup of you are the Warrior of Light, there are primals you have to deal with, there's the Ashens you have to deal with, you know, basic setup stuff for world building and whatnot. River Yarazon, where are you? Yeah, once you get out of ARR at least, stuff does feel a little quicker and a little bit less tedious. It's just kind of that grinding factor of you have to get through ARR before you can get to pretty much anything that's good. And that's kind of the one biggest flaw, kind of inviting people to play this game, is you have to get through a slog of 140-ish quests with varying dungeons in between of varying quality. That's so many quests. Yeah. You have to be fairly dedicated to get through them quickly. And while it's not apparent, since I'm doing this 22 character challenge at the moment, getting through ARR is still a problem, and I've still got about 10 of them still in ARR. Which to say I'm halfway done isn't necessarily a bad thing, but that still means I've had to get 12 of them through that 140 quest spurt just to start. Oh. I guess thank you for dying in one shot. Am I getting hunting for that? I am. Okay. Didn't think I would just be one-shotting them, but sure, we'll take it. Okay. Let's see. Upper Lanaska, East Shroud, and Southern Thanlan. I guess we'll do you first. Doo-doo. And just to explain what I'm currently doing, at least, since I'm kind of just nonsensically running around. I'm queuing for a dungeon at the moment, which you can kind of see up here. There we go. And at least while I'm waiting, I'm getting some of the other EXP gaining things out of the way. Just to make sure I'm leveling as efficiently as possible. In the slightly minimal time frame I'm actually playing this for. That's cool, you don't have to just hang out and wait. Exactly. Final Fantasy has realized that because there are significantly more people who play DPS compared to healers and tanks. So, if you weren't able to just run around and get other stuff done in the meantime, you would have a lot of angry players. Let's see. I believe they're over here. There they are. Doot. Oh, right, these guys are baby mode right now. Let's see. Okay, so thunder is not quite enough. That's fine. Alright, Upper Lanaska and Southern Thanlan. Guess we're doing you first. More spider crab things. Okay. And I believe these are across the lake, so I will just head over... Actually, no, they might be here. Are these just the guys that are over here in the little waterway? Hmm. Nope, I called that wrong. Okay, other area. Yeah. Nah. Oh, I guess since we're at the 3-hour mark already. To all the lurkers, make sure to stand up and stretch, maybe drink some water. It's late enough that you still need to hydrate, so try not to push yourselves too hard. Oot. Also, being able to fly in this game is a godsend. There's enough mechanics that just being able to traverse the map in the air at a slightly faster speed is very much worth it. Even among areas that you can't walk on. There we go. Oh, right. There we go. Did we hit looting music again? I think this is Looty Town. There we go. And I believe the other one is... yeah, Southern Than. Up. Should probably turn shuffle on for you. Just so we're not sitting here for 20 minutes in the middle of a desert while listening to Christmas music. Again. Oh, no, this isn't Looty. Sorry. Don't remember what town it is, though. Hmm. Alright, where are you at? Alberta? Sounds vaguely fishy. Maybe. I don't remember the music. I don't remember where all of the music sits, but with my MMO binging, I eventually find out where. Although I don't recall... I don't think this is Alberta. Should just be labeled as Alberta, shouldn't it? No, not the equalizer. You take back Alberta? Yeah. Can't remember the name of the town you're thinking? Yeah. It's been a bit of a minute, hasn't it? My video player does not want to show me the playlist. There we go. Let's see. There should be... Where's Theme of Alberta? I know you're in here. There's Aldebaran. Hmm. Oh, there it is. There's Theme of Alberta. But you are right. It does have a similar vibe to this. we go. Alright, how many of these are in Thanlan? You're in Eastern Thanlan. You are in Southern, which I believe is where I am. Yeah. Okay. Fireball. I will say that at least when trying to learn Ragnarok Online music, the initial towns that came with like launch tend to have Theme of X as the song name for them, but the newer towns that they added as part of expansions, they stopped doing that. Which got a little annoying when you're actually trying to compile just the city themes for anything. Oh, there's Rama. I think the last one they had was Theme of Rail, but Rail came a bit earlier, so can't exactly fault them for that. But most of the newer towns don't. They just have some random song name. There we go. Hi there, Rama. Or Rama. I think I remember the mechanics for this, since we had to do this on another character not too long ago. Oh. Ah, that's not a Lalafell. I am the only potato this time around. Most of the people are actually fem dragons. Okay. Let's see. Fem dragon, fem dragon, fem dragon, fem cat, fem cat. Male elf? Male, or fem cat, rather. And male bunny? Potato equals small? Yeah. The Lalafells are usually referred to as potatoes just because they have very much an earth nature to them. It's not necessarily a bad connotation for them. There we go. There we go. I thought it was more because they're small and potato-shaped. Also that, technically, yes, they are just little beans. But it also just plays into a few different aspects of them. Just being a combination of small... I think I'm fine to stand here. And delicious. I guess that depends on who you ask. There doesn't end up being a lot of cannibalism plot lines in 14, which I'm still mildly surprised about. You kind of figure there'd be more. No one's terrored yet. They're small and magically delicious. Not quite. Oh boy. Don't want to combo that hard. I can just do that from here. Oh, wait. Nope, I fucked it up. Mm. Then I'll just do that. I'm kind of surprised I didn't even get to see the chain. And I'll just go here because I can. I remember how to play Black Mage now. Going back to Cedric won't be quite as painful as I'm thinking when we eventually have to bring everyone through Shadowbringers. Hey, nice, I didn't get the chain. I'll take it. Uh-oh. We lost a monk. Sorry, buddy. Ah, fuck. There we go. Oh, we lost our main tank, too. Whoops. People are fumbling left and right. Well, we should be able to get to this still. And you can kind of see it in the tracker, but I'm now basically right behind the tank in terms of aggro order, so that's a good sign. Up. Oh well, we're just about done. People ended up surviving, and that's kind of what matters with Ramah. Except for the tank. That tank didn't quite get away with it. There we go. Nice and easy. And that's what playing as the class that doesn't like to walk around while it's fighting is like. Is there a chest in this? No, I think Ramah Extreme is the thing that has chests. Don't worry, Ramah, I don't care. I've heard your song and dance over and over again. There we go. It's probably worth mentioning when I'm actually advertising these streams that I mentioned that I'm going to be skipping a lot of story because I don't feel like watching it 22 times. I feel like that's partially obvious when I at least explain the initial claim, but if I were to watch the actual plot for this every single time, I would not be finished this idea until 2030 range, at least. Well, because you could have. How dare you not watch every second? How dare you not play the game as it's designed over 20 times in a row? I'm not actually certain if there is a full main scenario quest speedrun, but it does take a few days to do it straight. There is just that much content. If anything, there's probably a speedrun exclusively just for doing a Realm Reborn content, and that alone probably takes 3 days. If you can play it straight. And even then, that might be underselling it a bit. Oh. Sorry, I meant to come here. Hello. Please send me back to Old Gridania. I need to go talk with Connie. There we go. That would be Conjure Guild. I will say, with hearing this music at least, it will be nice to go to Niflheim in Ragnarok Online eventually. Just because I do remember from my time playing that game, Niflheim probably had the better music. That and the Juno dungeon, I believe. Hey there, Jasper. Welcome in.
You are returned to us, dear friend.
To answer your question, though, that's what I'm doing in ARR.
I am informed that your efforts to negotiate a
There's still about 10 of the potatoes in this rough challenge that I still have to get through ARR. So, this is one of them, being the Pictomancer candidate. And unfortunately, it's going to be a hot minute before I can even get them into the right job, but that is the rough claim. Ow. Give me a second to stand. Oi. Yeah, exactly. For fun. Oi. I just want to make comfy looking characters. And at the very least, when I like to do it, I do tend to like one for each job, just for the variety. And no worries there. Always a pleasure to see you. And hopefully Speaking of the Night treats you alright. Yeah. Alright, Minfia, what's up? I solved Leviathan, I solved Raman, I solved Good King Mughal. So what's up? And what quest am I on? I'm not actually sure what my speed is like tonight. Guardian of Eorzea? Guardian of Eorzea. It's not how you spell that. There we go. I think that does sum it up. 46 to go? It's okay. I've gotten through about 25 of them since we started. Granted, for 3 hours, that's not exactly clearing a lot, even while skipping all cutscenes. But, fuck it. That's the progress that ARR expects you to go at. Let's see. Meet Heavy Boulder. Oh, right, this is the play fight. To impress the kids and give them a bit of training since they're a little bit undertrained. Don't worry, I'm coming. I got my big ol' eyeball and I'm coming for your throats with fire. There we go. Okay. These guys aren't too tough in the grand scheme of things, so this is fine. Oh, Mr. Boulder will lose. I am sorry, child. This isn't a forced loss or anything. Mr. Boulder does not quite have the strength to get through a mage in their measly little cloth. There. I honestly feel like being mean. Ah, no, you're not letting me be mean. Okay. I was gonna say I was just about to flare the guy, but you are not letting me do so. And that'll do it. Ah, rude. Nullifying my damage, you cheeky little bastard. There we go. Hmm. This song slaps. Oh, definitely. This is one of the reasons I like re-listening to the soundtrack. Angelica Sound Temp. Where was this again? Let's see. The Raving Tower of Thanatos? I guess it does have something to do with the Thanatos dungeon. Okay. It's a good song nonetheless, though. It doesn't exactly help people who have MMO itches. I can at least satisfy myself a little by only going back to RO occasionally, but the music is kind of the main reason I love it. I actually still have to check. I might still have the DS game for Ragnarok Online, too. I'm not sure if I got rid of that, actually. I hope not. That thing probably is an artifact at this rate. Don't. Might honestly be worth just seeing if I could emulate that. It played like shit on the DS, but if you can run it on modern hardware, it might do okay. Let's see. Okay, yeah, we are getting the Crystal Brave stuff going. This is in Lanaska. This is just a personal rant in regards to Final Fantasy XIV. I feel like they could have gotten rid of the Crystal Brave storyline in its entirety. I know there is a dungeon relating to it later because of the guy who kind of sets up the plot for why the Crystal Braves suck, but you could arguably get rid of the entire plot line during ARR of it and have like one or two quests leading up to it just in regards to the whole Little El Amigo stuff. It would save you on a good like 30 quests. But unfortunately, it has to stay because it's important to that one dungeon, and it's where Rabam gets his arm cut off, so you can't get rid of it without having to readjust the rest of the plot. Even if it does feel significantly useless either way. But personal rant over. I try to speak positively about 14, even though I know it is not something I can recommend to people anymore. But design-wise, that is the one thing I hate about ARR. The one very explicit thing that I hate about this section. The length is a no-brainer, but that plot is just frustrating. The more you love something, the more things there are to hate. Yeah, very true. Because you love it so much that you look at every aspect of it, and after every single aspect of it, you come to a conclusion that there's at least one thing that pissed in your cereal that morning. So it's hard to stand for everything. Oh, one thing I will mention about running Ragnarok Online, by the way, it does seem to have a bit of a memory leak nowadays. So the game will run smoothly as soon as you launch it, but after like an hour and a half of gameplay, I think it has something to do with swapping maps all the time, but I think it keeps something loaded so your game will start to stutter a little bit. It won't crash or anything, but it'll go from 60 FPS to about like 20 FPS. So if you want the nostalgia of how it was to play the game back on Windows 7 computers, you do have that option. You just have to play the game normally. Actually, no, it would have been Windows XP. Sorry, 7 was a little too advanced for that. This song also slaps, by the way. I believe this is one of the dungeons. Windows 7, I think I played it on ME. I believe when I was playing it, it was on XP, but I could be wrong. Doot. But it was a 2002 release, or 2003 release. I'm sorry, I had to deal with ME. Yeah, it's a bit unfortunate for everyone who had to deal with ME, but that's just how far technology has come. Managing to get off ME and all the way up to Windows 11. Although I still haven't swapped over to Windows 11. I probably should at some point and just deal with all of the shit that'll break because of that. Don't. Hi there, Real. You're the only good person in the Crystal Braves. Your work laptop is on 11, but this is still a 10. I'm also holding off on 11, mostly out of spite. Yeah, at least with talking with a few of my more comp sci inspired friends, 11 requires a good bit of workarounds just to get it running without it yelling at your face to buy more product. And I just am lazy and don't want to do that at the moment. I know it'll function, but screw dealing with the interface. Yeah. The Windows 11 interface isn't great. Actually, I can just go to the elevator from here. There's also the issue of just compatibility with the Windows 11 OS with modern systems. It is not a great time. And hey there, Jun. Welcome in. Hope the evening's treating you alright. And welcome to the last quarter of stream, at least. Gardania, go. Oh. Whoops. Not that I've had a lot of the actual game music playing, but muting desktop isn't smart. Hoot. Let's see, where are you, Alpha? Are you over by... Yeah, you're over there. Okay. Yeah, at least when it comes to OS interface, I'm too used to 10 at this rate that swapping to 11 just seems like a hassle that I don't need. But considering 10 is at EOS, it'd probably be a smart idea to just kind of suck it up and start learning it. Hope 14's been going well. We have been getting relatively good DPS queues tonight. So we were able to get through Rama, Leviathan, and Thorn March all tonight, which is a welcome change of pace for Black Mage. I'm not sure if it's just the Dynamis server that is... Dynamis? I think this is Primal, actually. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's just the Primal server, which is just a little better for it, but I'll gladly take faster queues. Oh, sorry, I lied. We got through Rama, Leviathan, Thorn March, MSQ Roulette, Leveling Roulette, and Alliance Roulette, all in one 4-hour span, which is pretty damn good, at least if I say so. I've had times in the past where just getting MSQ Roulette took an hour. My, of the times have changed. Now, let's see, where are the other people we need to invite into Alphino's fake group? Here we go. We also try to invite the old man, but he doesn't want to join because he is old and doesn't necessarily want to leave too far from the mansion, even though everyone is functionally dead. Ah, silly Ursondel. You're avoiding a bullet by not joining the Crystal Braves, but it still would have been better if we had you in there. Oh, this is the part where we recruit for Alphino's paramilitary organization. He has absolutely zero experience leading and nobody tells him it's a bad idea. Yep. And one of the most annoying points in the plot, at least for personal opinion, you kind of came in after I had my rant about it, but if it wasn't for the fact that Raban gets his arm cut off during this storyline, they should cut this entire part. It provides zero development experience for Alphino that he just gets later anyways, again in Shadowbringers. And the dungeon setup for later can be done just with the quests leading up to the dungeon. We don't need Crystal Braves to do that. Because the Crystal Brave stuff doesn't even matter when you're going to Ishgard either. There's just a separate plot to poison Nanamo that's just completely unrelated to the Crystal Braves. So you can just skip right to that, go to Ishgard, and get going with fucking Heavensward. And that cuts like 30 quests. And ARR, especially post-ARR, needs that. I believe we talked with you. And then Royal Promenade would be Ulda. There we go. It's Alphino's failing act. He gets the character development in Heavensward, and then Shadowbringers at the end of his arc. But yeah, no, the Crystal Brace are bad. The worst part of it is the Ivy, which is literally the most pointless quest line. It's like 10 quests, all for a red herring trader. Yeah. And they try to set it up in a way where that matters. Sorry. Music wasn't set to loop. Enjoy the Christmas music, because apparently the shuffle just really wants you to listen to Ludi Town stuff. Dude. The red herring portion of that is annoying. Christmas in late June? Sure. Exactly. Yeah, see? And I keep my Padro spin always available. For that exact reason. But no, the Ragnarok Online soundtrack is only like 140 songs, and I believe 12, 7 to 12 of them are related to the Winter Town. So they do pop up relatively frequently. Yeah, you probably should get a powder roof for yourself. You've got a good, like, 6 months before you need it, so now would be the time to at least look for it or do it yourself. Since it is only 4 frames? Mine's only 4 frames. I think Meru's might be a bit more, or hers is just faster. The playlist just wants us to have a tiny bit of joy. Yeah, exactly. Just a tiny bit of winter fun in this not sweltering heat wave anymore. The heat wave was on Monday and Tuesday. But a little bit of Christmas joy. If it does play them sequentially, though, I will skip a couple. Also, this isn't even the winter song. This is like the China-related area. I'll let you know when actual Ludi music comes on. I forgot about that. Gotta talk to people over here. Oh, wait, no, not here. Yeah. The 4 frames for a Putaru are not necessarily super hard. Left, center, right, back loop. Yep. If you do want to make it a little bit more advanced, you could do the quarter turns as well, or like the eighth turns. So instead of just having north, south, east, west, you could have northeast, southwest, southeast, northwest kind of thing. That's a little trickier, but it's plausible to make it a little smoother. But like half the point is that it's low quality? A little bit, yeah. Plus, if you really just wanted to do a full turn, you may as well just make the Pataru 3D. Which probably isn't that hard in the grand scheme of things. Yeah, we love janky spin. Oh god, Pearl Lane. Yep. I guess in terms of jank, technically speaking, this emote is also jank. It's technically playing too fast for Twitch to capture properly, so the reason it doesn't look consistent is because of that. Your Pearl Lane doesn't have like 50 people leaning against walls. Thankfully, yeah, because we're on Primal Lamia, so there's not like a huge community of people here. Kind of makes it funnier though. Oh yeah, that was kind of the idea. Like when I initially did it, I did make it faster just to see what it would do, but since it's too fast to actually play on the platform, it just makes it random. And for a shake, that does actually make sense. I do appreciate the Toto shake and the Kin shake, but it's too rhythmic to be the anger-inducing emotion that you want in a shake. Also, one of the key factors of Lamia is the sweeping Lalafell demons that always sit in Ul'dah. Just saying. Let's see. Sounds like you feel about shakes the same way you do about barks. There must be anger. Exactly. You're trapped in Balmong, and it's like the smallest server on Crystal. The next largest server is twice the size, but we're invested because of travelers. Marlborough has those in Limsa. Yeah. I also have a character on Balmong. Admittedly, let's just do a quick count since we're here. How many of the potatoes are on Crystal? I think there's at least 10 of them that are on Crystal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 12 of the 22 potatoes are on Crystal. None of them are on Balmung because Balmung has been locked as a legacy server for so long. But my original main character, before I started the potato project, a cat, is stuck on Balmung. You require rage. Exactly. The only active angry emotes that I have, which for notation, what is it? There it is. The only two emotes that are technically angry for me are those two, just because red is supposed to be the angry color in the grand scheme of things. Oops. But I don't have those animated yet. The largest FC in Balmung is a Harry Potter RPSC. That makes sense, and that is unfortunate. Oh, Rising Stones. You tend to use Heck. Admittedly, the Lime Heck is pretty good for anger. It blends in a little bit, so I have a bit of a hard time seeing it, but if I'm paying attention, I can at least figure it out. I'm technically in an FC on Balmung. I don't think it's very large anymore in the grand scheme of things, though, because I don't think many people actually play anymore. But I was at least in one of the more notable guilds. Notable FCs, rather, on Balmung. At least from what I remember. People knew about them, but I didn't interact much. It'd be on brand if it was a brothel, but no, it's a school RP. I don't know, man. It's Harry Potter. There might be a brothel behind closed doors still. There's just magic involved now with their dildos. Oot. Yeah, the brown ferrets are a little bit less clear. Yeah, but I mean, it's a ferret, right? They're fuzzy. It's a bit hard to actually, like, keep that distinct without losing essence of ferret. And most FCs on Balmung are dead. A little bit, yeah. But you still have people logging in just to keep housing, because on the off chance that the guild eventually does come back. I'm just going to call them guilds. I really hate calling them free companies. But the guilds on Balmung are still house camping, so you can't even get a good house. My guild included. Because I log in for them every so often. Those are her old emotes. The new ones are with Limon. Oh. An actual lime-themed ferret. Okay. That kind of sucks. I actually preferred the brown ferret to that. Because lime's colors blend too well, so it just looks like a snow ferret. That's sick. That, and I think I see the shorts most often for lime, and most of them use the brown ferret. I was kind of jokingly, but also theoretically discussing it with someone the other day. But something I could do emotes-wise, which would probably be more unique, would be just to have each of the characters in my roster be an emote. And if we ever hit something as big as partner, I can just have like 20 separate SIP emotes. That was the plan, at least. That's very far in the future, though, and I still need to design out a lot of people. The only emotes still get plenty of use in shorts with there being so many. Yeah. I'd assume once Lime is able to, like, convert all of the traditional ferret emotes into Limon emotes, then that will probably be when they start phasing those more into the shorts reaction points. I don't think that's gonna happen. Which part? Me hitting partner? Or something else? She still have a lot of slots to fill? Gotcha. I guess it is gonna be a hot minute. I haven't looked at what her emote suppository is on Twitch in the first place, but considering she should be partnered and relatively high up there in concurrent subs, she's probably got a healthy amount of slots just available to her. Yeah, and she can fill some in just with herself as well. Got a napping emote? Yawn. Those are some good animated ones. I'm not sure how I feel about Caught being an animated one. That one would probably just be fine as a, like, standard emote. There is some mood to having it animated, though, so I can see some use for it, but I'm also thinking in small channel stuff. I don't have nearly as many animated emotes to fiddle with, but when you're able to go that high, may as well go for gold. Yeah, similar to Salute. Yeah, doesn't need to be animated, but why not? Yeah, it gives a little bit of extra flair. CMA as well. There we go. What animated ones do I have? Aside from 7TV. That is the bit menu. My animated would be the powder spin, the pop, the gears, and the wiggles. Gotcha. Are the gears in? Pretty sure some of those are in BTTV as well, but those are the ones that are on the overlay. I guess they don't get too much use in the grand scheme of things. It'd work better if they were used as like the subbed raid message, because that might be better than hype just for theming. I could do that actually. Maybe I should do that. Mup. Hello, strangers. Oh, you're a caster. Silly loyal heretic. Get over here. There we go. Oh, I have to get rid of the ice spritz here. Hey, buddy. That in that. There. Now, do I have to do Snow Cloak? I remember that being a level 50 dungeon. But is that now or earlier? Oh. Oh, hey there, Ken. And crew. Welcome in. Hopefully the evening's treating you well, and welcome to me just messing around with... I was about to say Ragnarok Online. Me messing around with Final Fantasy XIV. How did Darktide end up going? No, that's right. Oh, that. There we go. I remember my own stuff. Although it doesn't appear to be playing the thing. Sorry for talking to me right now. I can't hear anything. All good. Thank you for the raid. And I hope bonking went well. Dude. Yeah. To everyone who can hear in Kin's community, my name is Jude, your Judicial Utility Droid Mark III, here to provide you with a relatively comfy time while we're getting some stuff done. I do play a healthy amount of Final Fantasy XIV, which does revolve around the fact that I'm making a character per job, and for a game with 23-ish jobs right now, that can be a bit of a task, but we're just sitting and enjoying stuff. Let's see. Enjoy the noms, Kin. I'll see you later. And I don't believe I triggered anything with typing that, so we should be okay. Yeah, we're just doing the Pictomancer candidate and trying to get them through Realm Reborn first. And then we'll work on all the other potatoes that are also still stuck in the Realm Reborn, because god damn it, this quest line is long and I would like to be done this forever. And I can't imagine needing to make any other alts past this point. Dude. But yeah. Obviously not a mute streamer, but I can type in chat whenever needed. And there is closed captioning, last I checked, if you do want to mute the stream. Dude. Let's see, where am I going? Reptile? I can just get through here pretty quickly, can't I? Yeah, I can just fly there. I don't need to waste time teleporting. We'll just make that a bit easier. Let's see. Oh, that's actually near end of stream time anyways. I guess we'll just keep going until we hit a semi-natural stopping point, which should be right before we get the trial. I think it's a trial first. Yeah, I think you have to get the Shiva trial first, and then Snow Cloak comes after. That's the dungeon. Map transition is here. And then right about here. Hi, there's Staffborn. Slothborn, sorry. Right. May as well get the fun hat. And go in here. Oh yeah. Is this part of the quest still in here? No, this isn't Tataru's job hunt, which also doesn't really make a difference whether you do it or not. Hi there. Are the Crystal Braves good to go? Can they get their gear now so they can look appropriate and not within any of the current factions? Let's see. One is just out here. You are one of the Traitor Legions. Shoot. You are just sad. Let's see. You are like the only notable female member of the Corps. And you are the only good member of the faction because you actually come to us for help later. Hey, buddy. Thank you for joining. Your services are well appreciated. Oh. There. And up here. And where are the other two? There's you, which I really do not remember what your affiliation ends up being with the Crystal Braves, but... You, however, are the biggest red flag. Hey, buddy. Cool. Alright, Traitor Legion formed. Now Alphino can run them into the ground. Alpha, your paramilitary regime is now set up. Make sure to lead them well, and hopefully they don't betray you in 5 turns. Doot. Ow. Okay. Joints are definitely hurting still. Maybe after this quest line, we'll just wrap it up. Doot. I believe that is one of the voiced ones, though, so apologies, Alphino. You'll get your voice when the cutscenes get more interesting. Doot.
I'm eager to see what...
Oh, don't worry, Minfie. You don't need to be that eager. Then that... Yes, the sun has in fact risen, thank you. Eorzea defended. Not even close, storybook. Now, is the Gloam hat... Or I guess the... It is dyeable. How is it dyeable? Because it's not a bad hat in the grand scheme of things. It's very show magician-y. Oh, it does change that part. Hold up. Let's see. What color is that? That doesn't go the worst, but the fact that it's shiny does make it stand out a bit glamour-wise. It's tempting, though. This hat admittedly is better for the blue mage glam, if anything. But I don't know if I actually kept this one on Cedric. I'd have to check. But still, good to have. Show Magician hat is still a Show Magician hat. You can make someone look good with it. Hey, Alpha. Yes, I see your men in uniforms. And I see the biggest traitor of them all. Doesn't even take them that long. With cutting out quests, they somehow made the Crystal Brave stuff quicker, but that still kind of leaves it in an awkward spot. Alright. It's probably about as much as we can do. I need to go rest my wrists anyhow. So hopefully everyone had a lovely evening. I'll be back again tomorrow, presuming that I don't hurt my wrists any further. And we'll be doing Fantasy Life. We've got a good amount of skill grinding to do in that right now, just because I need to catch up with the story, which kind of outpaces you too quickly if you're not careful. So it'll be kind of a chill stream where I am just trying to keep my gear in check without getting completely murdered by the average enemies eclipsing me completely. Let's see here. Who's on? Is there anyone doing 14 tonight? It looks like yes. But we should visit someone doing, I believe, Trauma Center. Also because they are still working on the charity drive, I believe. There we go. Back in time for a raid. Stream was good. We got a good bit done. Whoops. That's the command. We'll be doing Fantasy Life shenaniganry tomorrow, so that'll be good. I'll have to be a little careful and deal with the carpal tunnel early, but aside from that, it should be fine. So, just for the rest of tonight, make sure to take care of yourselves, drink some fucking water, and sleep early, please, if you can. The weather is going to be a little nasty this weekend, but I think it might just be my area of Canada that's getting that. But for now, that's about it. So, rest easy and I'll talk to you later. But for now, bye-bye.